The word vibe has been hijacked. I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I'm just talking about the expression that the younger generation is using. I'm talking about the way the younger generation uses this expression. You see them on TikTok or when you talk to them, and they're always like, yeah, that's a vibe, or it was a vibe, or yeah, we vibing.
That's a vibe. She wanna vibe. That's a vibe. Yeah.
But in its context, it basically means that they're having a good time.
Put out the vibe.
Now, while they're not wrong, a vibe, a positive vibe, they are right. That is, when they are having enjoyable times, it is a positive vibe in that extent. But just the way this word has been programmed into this younger generation, they think that that's all a vibe is. Like, a vibe is just a good time, or me and you just fucking hitting it off and fucking vibing.
It's a vibe.
Like, they don't understand that vibration is much more than that. And this has been done intentionally by the regressive cabal to take the power away from the words from people like me when I talk about frequencies and vibrations. Because when I say these words to 99% of the population that was born after 2000, they just think I'm talking about our vibe, or how we're feeling, or a good time.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
Like, I have literally talked about frequencies and vibrations for months with a particular person, and they just thought we were vibing.
I threw like the great vibe at her.
They had no idea what I was talking about until I showed them my frequency machines, and even then I was trying to explain to them what it was, and they still weren't really understanding it. So that's really why I made this introduction to frequency video.
It's the vibe. It's just the vibe of the thing.
Fair enough.
And another thing, the phrase fair enough. This phrase has been conditioned into the younger generation to make them more complacent.
Fair enough.
Do you use the phrase fair enough? You've been brainwashed. You're being fooled, bamboozled, hoodwinked.
We've been duped! You've been bamboozled!
This phrase, fair enough, was non-existent in the 90s. Nobody said it. But, and you can do this yourself and just go back and look at the social conditioning. Look at the TV shows. It started in the 2000s. The phrase fair enough has been said in numerous TV shows, and it only got more prevalent in the last decade or so.
Fair enough.
This again was intentional, a design from the regressive cabal to make the newer generation more complacent. Because when they start upping the prices of everything, fucking making housing unattainable, or taking away your basic human rights, you know what they say? Fair enough. Like, fucking, and it's so obvious to me in hindsight when I look back on it. And maybe it is to you too.
Fair enough.
But maybe it's not. Maybe you don't see it. And I don't know. I guess that's fair enough.